Well, hello YouTube. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Well, I have today a MacBook Air, and it's an 11-inch. It has a weird issue. So, what's happening is that when you press the power button, it chimes, and you get a gray screen. I don't know if you can see. The screen is actually gray. It's not a black screen. There's a gray screen. And that's what I'm getting. I've seen this issue I think I saw this issue about 2 years ago on another unit. I think that one was in 2011. And the way that I resolved that issue was I popped it open and then disconnected the battery, and then I unplugged the hard drive. It's actually a solid state in this one. I unplugged the solid state drive and then I put it back in, and then the units worked. So it was as simple as that. So I'm gonna try and do that again on this one and see if it works. It's gonna be my first time opening this unit. Okay, so it's unplugged, and I'm gonna turn it off so it doesn't have any power while we're working on it. Turn it off, and then we'll disconnect it as soon as we get in. So this has about 10 screws on here, and let's start taking them off. Okay. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to take off the screws before the beginning of the video to make it shorter, but bear with me. They should be off in about 30 seconds. So we got 2 off already. I'm working on the third one. Yeah, so if today is my lucky day, then this is gonna work. If it's not, then there's a bigger issue. But last time when this happened on a different unit, I think it was a 2011, it was also an 11-inch MacBook Air. There was a gray screen. It chimed. You pressed the option key, Command Option R. Nothing was working, and just decided to just take out the SSD and then plug it back in, and that fixed the problem. So I don't know if it's probably software related. I don't think it's a hardware issue. There's nothing wrong with the hardware. It's booting up fine. It's just there's no image. I wish Apple could name these computers. So this is an 11-inch. I wish they could name them using their sizes. Like, okay, this is a MacBook Air 11-inch or MacBook Air small boy, little boy, MacBook Air little boy. That would be a cool name. MacBook Pro 17-inch, 16-inch big boy. Well, they call it an Air. It's actually, I think it's because of the weight of it. This is very light. I think this is less than 3 pounds in weight. Okay, so we're inside. We've disconnected the battery. We've also unscrewed the SSD. How many gigabytes is this one? This is a 256. Well, not bad. So we have a 256 gigabyte SSD in there. So we've disconnected those two. We're gonna reconnect the battery and try and see if we can get a flashing folder. Okay, so let's just disconnect the SSD and plug it back in. Just bear with me, I'll be right with you. Okay, so we're gonna introduce power, let it boot, and see if we get an image. All right, so it's powering up. All right, so it's powering up. Should hear the chime, and if that trick works, we should get a flashing folder, and then we'll plug in the SSD. If that worked, if it didn't work, then there's another issue going on with the computer. Let's give it a few seconds. If we get a flashing folder, that's a very good sign. That means that there was just a glitch with the system. Let's give it another 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there you go. So we got a flashing folder. So this is actually good. The flashing folder means that it's not a hardware issue. It's probably just a glitch with the system. So we're going to take the SSD and plug it back into the system and try and power it on with its original SSD. If that doesn't work, then we'll try a different SSD. So it looks like this is the same issue that I had a few years ago with another unit. Just a glitch. It's nothing wrong with the unit, just the software, the SSD decided it wasn't gonna send data to the, it wasn't gonna communicate. Let's disconnect this. Yeah, so that's looks like we're going in the right direction. This is actually very encouraging. That flashing folder is encouraging. So should I put the screw on? Let's not put the screw on right now. We're not gonna put on the screw on the SSD. We're just gonna power it on and see if we get if we can get it to turn on again with the SSD. If it doesn't, then we'll use a different SSD. Okay, so here we go. Gray screen. All right. It's not gonna put. Okay. How about so there might be a software issue with that SSD, because it will give you a flashing folder without the SSD, but it will not boot. So we're going to try to press the option key. Let's see if that works. Press the option key. Let's see if it will give us the boot options. So there's probably an issue with the SSD. I really like that. That's a 256 gigabyte SSD. Okay. So we're back to the gray screen. It will not boot. Let's try something else. Internet recovery, Command Option R. Let's try that and see what happens. Alright, Command Option R. So this is pointing to the fact that there might be an issue with that solid state drive. Okay. I have another SSD, 128 gigabyte from a different unit. I'm going to power this down. I was hoping this was going to be easy. Let's power this down and try a different SSD. Okay. Power out. Disconnect the battery. Please remember to always disconnect your battery when you're working, doing anything on the logic board. You don't want to short it out with the static or something. Okay, so this is from actually 2015 unit. It's a 7 SSD. It's 128 gigs. Reconnect the battery. Give the unit power. Turn it on. Let's see if it's gonna turn on. Okay. Alright, so okay, it's turning on. So we definitely have an issue with this SSD drive. Feels like it's actually warm. There might be an issue with the, so this 256 gigabyte SSD drive has an issue. So okay. Let's enter the password here. Okay. this? Let's try something else. But anyway, so that's try that. If you're getting a gray screen, it just might be that your SSD drive is corrupt. So this resolved the issue for this MacBook Air. It's a 2013. If you're having the same issue with your unit, try and open it up, disconnect your SSD, and see if you get a flashing folder. If you get a flashing folder, maybe then order a new SSD, and that hopefully resolves the issue that you're having. Well, again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if this has been beneficial to you in trying to resolve your MacBook Air gray screen issue. Thank you. Good day.